What's going on, everybody? This is a pre-recorded video here, and the whole point of this video today is to ask two questions. Who is the movie idiot? That's question number one. Who am I? And question number two is, why in the hell should you watch this movie channel? So we're going to be answering those two questions today. So let's start with question number one. Who is the movie idiot? Well, honestly, I'm just a guy. Just a average dude. Nothing too special, right? Just a dude out there in the world. I live in the Midwest, so Midwest United States, and just been into movies all my life. Some of my earliest movie memories. My stepdad took me to see. I think is like my earliest movie theater memory that I can remember is my stepdad took me to see Night of the Living Dead, the original. First of all, dude, Night of the Living Dead, like, freaked me out. But it was still an amazing experience, an amazing movie. And then some of the others, Poltergeist, my stepdad really liked messing with me. But Poltergeist was another one. And God, Poltergeist still to this day was the movie that I was probably the most scared of that I have ever watched. I don't really, get scared on scary movies anymore, but back then, oh man, did I. And Poltergeist was probably the worst of all of them. So, but yeah, as a kid, like my mom and my stepdad, our thing kind of was going to the movies. So we constantly went to the movies all the time. And I can remember, some big movies that I went to, the Michael Keaton Batman, when that came out. I mean, it was just amazing to see Batman on the big screen and all his cool little gadgets. And that movie was so awesome with Jack Nicholson and everything. And so that was a good one. I can remember, some of the big premieres when they started getting into like midnight showings and whatnot, all the way back to like Independence Day. ID4. Such a huge campaign that they had for that movie. It was such a big rollout. And I remember that. I think it was like 11 or 12. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but such a fun experience. And movies have always been kind of that fun experience, just that getaway and something to do and adventures to watch. And it's always been really fun. And I've always loved them ever since I was a kid. And so here I am, just a regular dude talking about movies with you guys and, looking for other movie fanatics out there and people to discuss and hang out with and talk about movies. So that's basically it. There's not a whole lot much more to me. Just a regular dude in the Midwest who likes to talk about movies. I have some movie background. We'll call it that. It's very limited. So kind of on twofolds. So I worked in a movie theater. That was my first job. And then I also actually did it again. So in total, I have like 5 years experience at a movie theater. But I did it, when I was late in high school. I worked there, and then I went back again later as an adult, kind of as a second job. And such a fun experience. Met a lot of great friends and got to see kind of the inner workings of theaters and what they do. Everything from the box, ticket sales to concessions to oh my God, they were still doing film. Back in the day, so I got to see projection and how that was all done. And then when I worked there again, they were transitioning to digital, so I got to see digital projection and how that was done. And oh my God, there's so many cool things that go into all of that. It's really amazing. The sound system setups, I love all the techie shit. So it was really cool. So that was an awesome experience that I got to have. And then I do have a little acting experience. You can find me on IMDb with a little movie called The Psycho Hiker. It's actually like a miniseries. It's not on wide release yet. They are working on it. Done by a small studio called One Epic Shots. It was a no budget thing. So some friends of mine, and they asked me if I wanted to be in this movie. They ended up throwing me into like a main part, and I promise you, I suck. I'm terrible. I couldn't remember my lines. It was bad, and I give the director and cinematographer Rick and Ryan, those two guys over at One Epic Shots, I give them all the credit in the world working with a dude like me who has no clue what I'm doing, and but it was fun, and they always made me feel like I belonged, and it was a good time. So, but I learned something from that little experience, that acting is hard. It's really hard. Not only do you have to remember your lines, but you have to but be able to emote emotions and get yourself into that moment and into that character and portray what the character, and not just what you think, but what the director and the writer and the, the producers of the character want that character to be. I kept having a problem because they're like, dude, you're being Mike right now. We want you to be Detective Grady. You have to be him, and so I kept having to read a lot of takes, but it was an interesting experience. One I'll definitely never forget, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I have that. So, and again, I sucked. So just prefacing that right there. So anyway, who am I? My name's Mike, and I'm just a movie idiot, just an average guy. And I just wanted to start a channel and talk to you guys, I do have some inspirations as far as movie pundits. I watch John Campea religiously. The dude is awesome and knows what he's doing and knows what he's talking about. And I like Christian Harloff as well. He's pretty good. Robert Meyer Burnett and that kind of thing. So, I kind of drew some inspiration from those guys when starting the channel. I started about a year ago, and then I was doing pre-recorded and then kind of fell off, and now I'm trying to get back into it and doing live. So anyway, that's who I am. Why should you watch? That's question number 2. Well, I don't know, because you want to. Honestly, the thing is you shouldn't watch a channel. The one thing I will say this, I don't want you to watch my channel because you agree with everything I say. I want you to watch my channel because you like the interaction. I'm going to do everything I can to interact with you guys, the movie fans out there. We're a big community, and, I want to talk movies with you. We don't have to agree, and I don't want to agree. I just want to hang out and talk and have that little tension and that little discussion. Sometimes that's the best videos, right? When you get a little tension and discussion and arguments, not in a mean way, like I'm not usually you suck, but like it's more just like, well, I respect your opinion, but actually you're wrong. But no, like, I just want to discuss movies and hang out with you guys, and the thing that I bring to the table is just in every person's point of view. And so I had mentioned John Campea earlier, and one of the things I've noticed about a lot of the film pundits and out in space is that they've been doing it so long, they've gotten to the point where they're more critics now. So everything is based on the story and the director's vision and how that story wasn't quite up to par. I know the cinematography was good, but like this was meh. Look, you're not going to get that kind of thing from me. Yes, I can talk about some of that. One of my favorite directors is Nolan, and I love how he weaves stories, right? So he takes little threads and kind of slowly weaves them in, and then you get this awesome tapestry, right? But most of the time, you're just going to get an average Joe kind of response from me. I'm just an average dude. And, I think the film space is filled up with the film pundit space is filled up with so many critics. Just a regular dude, man. That's me. We're going to talk and we're going to hang out like we're at a bar somewhere talking about movies. And that's why you should watch the channel. So if you guys like that and you want more, subscribe, you know what to do. Do all that stuff. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.